Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment where we love pop culture. Today, it's time for another comic book review. Now, when we left off with issue number 1, well, Silk, she definitely had her hands full. Not only did we find out that there's some type of demonic cat causing chaos, but now Silk also has to deal with being a bodyguard for her boss. How is this superhero gonna juggle all this? Well, let's get on with my comic book review for Silk issue number 2. As issue 2 kicks off, Cindy Moon wastes no time in continuing on with her research as to what could possibly be killing these thugs. And Cindy Moon, she even shows empathy towards them as she believes that even these thugs don't deserve this type of punishment. Now, Cindy will get a message from Peter Parker, and even though he's off dealing with weird galaxy stuff, he still wants to be in the know as to what's going on with his neighborhood and if there's any updates as to what's killing the gangs in Queens. Now, Cindy and Peter aren't the only ones who are trying to get more info, as Cindy's co-worker Derek has received a tip that the Cannibals gang are having an emergency meeting at the Level Up arcade where he thinks this will be a great opportunity to really get more info. Now, while Cindy Moon has shown no urgency to go with Derek, Silk does, and it's a good thing because when Derek arrives at the arcade, not only will he find a dead body, but the demon cat who is responsible for it. And while Silk is able to get Derek to a safe place, the same can't be said for some members of the Cannibals gang who have been ripped to shreds by the giant demon cat. Now, before Silk and the demon throw down, each side has no problem throwing out some puns, such as Silk telling the demon she's gonna declaw him, and the demon telling her that he's gonna squish her like a spider. Now, Silk and the demon will have a brief scrap, which will lead to the demon trying to rack up a new high score in skee-ball. But after a few attacks and an assist from the Cannibals gang, the demon will hightail it out of the arcade with its tail between its legs. Later that day, when Derek returns to threats and menaces, let's just say he's not shy about letting Cindy and JJ know what he saw. JJ will suggest that they bring in Silk, and while Cindy will question him that isn't this a job for the police to handle, JJ will tell her that if they hesitate, not only will the gangs in Queens be torn to shreds by this beast, but probably, and most importantly for JJ, with Silk there, he'll have some protection. The next day, when Cindy heads off to her therapy session, she is informed that her therapist, Dr. Sinclair, has taken an indefinite break, but not to fret, he has handpicked his replacement. And while Cindy was skeptical at first when she lays eyes on Max for the first time, let's just say that'll be all the convincing she'll need to at least give him a shot. Now, whether it's because Max is easy on the eyes or if it's just because she feels comfortable with him, she'll be getting to spill everything that she's been doing, from work to investigating to battling a giant cat demon to believing that the new CEO of Fujinet, Ishii, could be behind all that she's investigating. Now, as their session ends, Max will make an immediate phone call to his sister, who, to much not of a surprise, is Ishii. Max will question his sister if she's really involved with these crimes and if this is why she wanted him to take on Cindy as a patient. As Saya will simply tell Max, obviously, and that he shouldn't worry and everything is fine. And as this issue comes to its conclusion, we see the demon cat inside of a cave getting ready to perform some type of ritual, as Saya says that she's got it all under control. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give Silk issue number 2 once again an 8 out of 10. Now, I'm really enjoying the story of Silk thus far, and to be honest, had the whole Max the therapist thing not been so obvious right away, I would have given this issue a higher score. Now, it seems as though Saya and the demon cat are preparing to spring a trap for Silk very soon, as issue number 3, which is set to be released on May 12th, is being promoted as The Spider Becomes the Fly. Alright guys, well, that's going to wrap up this comic book review for Silk issue number 2. Now, this is only planned out to be a 5-issue miniseries, and so far I'm really liking the direction of this miniseries. If you've read issues number 1 and 2, what are your thoughts? Comment down below. So guys, if you like comic book reviews like this, make sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.